So here we have a spawn point from my map. The visibility is quite low, which I did on purpose, so that the players don't feel like they need to stay inside. They need to go outside in order to fight. So this is what happens when they do come outside. They're brought by the city, with cars, barricades, little parks, which I will go through as well. So the first thing that we're going to go through is the little corner with a little field in. So this area doesn't really give anyone much cover, but they can go prone in the grass to take just a little bit of cover just in case. There's also like a fallen bin here, which they can eventually mount on top of to start firing at the players. So on the roads there are cars, barricades such as the red ones, and there's also some barrels as well. So here we have a little area that's got some barrels in, and also in this area there's also some barrels that the players can take cover from, but their cover is very wide, so they're not very safe in this area. As we're gonna go through here, this is a restaurant that I created. They have fallen umbrellas, the tables are messed up, and the chairs are fallen over as well. This shows that the scenario before this, which was before the war started happening in this area, that people started seeing what's happening and they started rushing out of the restaurants, so everything was left in a mess. Also the mess increased when the war actually started happening as well. So as we're going down the streets, we can see there's some barricades and some cars, which the cars will give the players some false sense of security and false sense of cover, because cars do explode. So the players will get damaged if they do hide behind cars, which will then force them out of their spot. So this is a little bank that I've created. I didn't make this bank very have very much cover inside, because I didn't want players to feel the need to stay inside buildings. I want them to explore, which is why I put limited cover in there. So this is also another spawn point for the players. There's no cover in front of them, which means that they have to move forward. And on the sides we have some tables and benches as well. There's food that have fallen over, bottles have fallen over, the umbrellas have fallen over, and on the side there's some fences that have been broken, which can cause the player to have more mobility and move in and out of the fences, so they wouldn't feel restricted in that specific area. So there's some bins here which will take cover, which the players will be able to take cover from if they were to get into a fight here. Also there's more broken fences on this side, and also some ladders for snipers and for people that have long shot weapons such as marksman rifles. The reason why there wasn't anything on the roof as well was because I didn't really want snipers to stay up there for long, so they'll easily be spotted if there is a sniper. Over here there's some barrels as well, which gives them kind of a good overlook of the rest of the map. And these trucks were inspired by Piccadilly with their buses in Modern Warfare 2019. I did mention this in my blog, so you can check that out as well. So the players can get shot from either side, and the front and the back, although it gives them this narrow advantage point. So this is another park that I've created with a statue in the middle, which gives the player somewhat cover from the players, and also this bit of construction as well to give them some sort of cover from the sides, but not all of the cover, so that they wouldn't be 100% protected. There's more barrels here which they can take shots from and stuff like that, but the barrels were next to a truck, if you did see that, which means that if the truck explodes, the player will get damaged. So this bin is another, if you climb on top of the bin and then you come up here, there is another sniper advantage point, but they only have the word Atlantis as their cover, which means that they're also very vulnerable and they also could get shot out very easily. So if we're just going to go around the map like this quite fast, we can see that there's some cars, barriers, barricades, covers, cones, and this is what the player will see all around them. I built the entire landscape very close together, so it gives them the city feel, and it seems like they're inside a city that has had some problems, and like the war is breaking out in this city. And there's also a car that got exploded as well, just for another bit of detail. So yeah, this is my downtown map. The next map that we're going to go to is my chaotic map, which is inspired mainly from a map called Shipment, which is full of cargo containers and also like just some like very tiny space in order to get shot from. So over here we have like little things to climb up on, so you can climb up on top of this container to give you a little bit of a high advantage point from here. This map was made so that they can get shot from basically every single corner, every single spot, just like the map called Shipment. So also on the other side of the bricks that we just saw, there's also some barrels which you can be able to climb up on top of to get through this. So now you can see the truck as well from the quick corner there. It connects the map to the outside, which I will go through as well in more detail when we get there. But for now, we're just going to look through the map and what the map looks like on the inside. So this is another corner that you can take shots from. You can also take shots from the side, the front, and also from this tunnel. So the tunnels, you can get shot from either side. This tunnel is very open, and there's also a lot of spaces that you can get shot from. If we're looking up from a bird eye view map, this is what it looks like from the top. They're surrounded by cargo containers, they're surrounded by construction. And now that we're moving outside of the map, we're going to show what it looks like from the construction side. So here I wanted to add more detail on the outside, so it shows that not only are they inside this cargo space, but around them there's a living world as well. So over here we can see like some hard hats, some cables, some paint pots, and like I mentioned, the truck was there and not a fence is because I want to connect the map to the outside world and the outside of this area of the construction, just to show that it's not only the map that's involved, it's also the surroundings as well that is involved. So I looked at references such as a map called Rust, which is also very open space and it's a very tiny compact map. But my main inspiration for this was Shipment from 2009 and also Shipment 2007 and also Shipment from Modern Warfare 2019. So this is just the outskirts of the map again. It's very tiny, very chaotic, and that's what I wanted to create when I started this map. So the final map that I created was based on snipers and using the environments for the player's advantage. This was inspired by maps such as Block from Modern Warfare 2007, from Hill from Modern Warfare 2019, and from other maps as well that I also referenced and mentioned in my blog. So the main idea of this map was to use the environments. So there's different sort of terrains in this area. There's different size of boulders, and there's broken pillars, as you can see here, and there's also tall grass which players can be able to camp in, not camp in essentially, but to prone in, to get that full sense of security that they're safe in the tall grass. So from here you can't really go through the boulder, you have to basically go around it in order to progress. There's fallen logs, there's trees, there's stumps, there's a lot of things surrounding in this environment that players can take cover from. Now I have added cardboard boxes such as that one all around the map, which they can get easily broken. The reason why I added this is to give the players a false sense of security behind the cardboard boxes and the wooden boxes, to show that yes, they are safe for a certain amount of time until the boxes eventually break, and then when they break they are then forced to use the environments and the nature around this map to progress. So over here you can see there's more stumps, there's more potholes, and up here there's like a little scaffolding area which can give the snipers some sort of high advantage, but because this is such an open map they will be spotted by this. And overlooking the what's it called, the scaffolding, sorry, there was a trench which I will go into right now. This is a little trench that I've created which was inspired from the map Hill from Modern Warfare 2019. This is very narrow, very long, which means that if there was a gunfight happening in this area, it will be very fast until the gunfight will be over. So it takes us back to where we first started, which was right at the beginning, which is around the cardboard boxes and around like the broken pillars and stuff like that. There is a bridge crossing the trench, which I will go into shortly, about the trench and how easy it is not only that, but how easy it is to find other sort of combat in the trench. So as we're going to cross the bridge right now, we can see that we have an advantage from the left for here, and we also have a higher advantage on the right side as well, so that you can, if you are crossing the bridge in this map, you can easily see and overlook anyone that is either prone in the trench, that is waiting for anyone in the trench. You have that high advantage and that high point of view to get them and to get the point for your teams. The statue in the middle was inspired by a map called Block from Modern Warfare 2007, which I did also mention in the blog as well. So that kind of inspired the feel of this map, because I wanted this map to be a stealthy kind of map. And there's different types of places to take cover in, but I wanted the main part and the main point of this map was to take cover using the environments only and the different terrains, so that they can tactically think about how they're going to take cover when their cover does break, such as the cardboard boxes. Surrounding the map is mountains, trees, little towns. So it shows that this is kind of like an area that is in the higher mountains, with all the environments and stuff like that.